Well, you guys, it's 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning. I'm going to do this. It has been such a crazy weekend. Crazy and fun. And yeah, we got home late, not real late, Monday. And I'm still not unpacked. First thing we did is unpack the rabbits, of course, and put them in their new digs. And I have a brand new rabbit. I'm so excited. I'm going to share her today. So I haven't had my hands on her more than maybe 2 to 5 seconds. So I don't know much about her other than, holy crapoly, is she dense. Oh my God. And well, I know another thing. She is a she. My husband was teasing me. You bought this rabbit. You don't even know if it's a he or she. I said, no, I don't. I just took it. Well, I paid for it and then I took it. It's from Rachel Penterman. And that girl has swept the show tables this last weekend with her white French Angora. And I didn't have a chance to even touch any of them, but I know how well she did. And listening to the judges time and time again, we had superb other French. Oh my God, gazillions. Many senior does went up there. I had one senior doe. She ranked about third, fourth, I think. With all the stiff competition in that nationals, I'm feeling really good with that. So Blossom, bless her heart. And yeah, with Rachel and hearing the judge over and over again when he's selecting the top one, whether it was for best in show or best of breed, that word density, because of the density, and it was immaculately groomed from head to toe. Everything was just right spot on the money. That rabbit kept winning. It's like, and I'm thinking, God, I wish I had one of her rabbits. And every time I thought about asking her, she was judging, so she was busy. Mom, Lori, was running her rabbits to the rabbit shows, getting her rabbits up for the competition, so we had very little time. And there was a moment where Lori sat down and she goes, she has some for sale, and she has a chocolate agouti. I got so excited I almost wet my pants. It's like, oh my God, I need it. I want it. So yeah, I got her. I don't even know what her name is yet. I think talking to the girls, they barely got home, so I'm not going to bug them too much. I can't imagine the long drive those girls have done. We went through a drive, but yeah. So we're going to share that little lady today, hopefully online. It'll be an experience. It's going to be brand new. And then later today, I'm going to share Blossom and Jubilee. My Jubilee did really well. My little chestnut, she's not so little. Giant Angora, she just rocked it. So all three girls are going to get sheared and meet up, I think, with my chocolate agouti buck. Because even if I'm trying to think, I think they'll be about 4 months old, the babies, if everything works well. So cross your fingers for convention. That'll be my wave B. Wave A, I'm expecting a whole slew of them in about 4 or 5 days. I'm going to be swimming in baby bunnies. So anyway, I'm pulling together all the formal reporting and stuff from the Nationals and the Barg specialty, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to hit the highlights because it'll be filtered through Narvik first. And but the really great news is, oh God, there's all kinds of great news. I'm just really excited. But I'll be sharing it with you guys on my blog and my newsletter, but after Narvik, they get it first. I have Buzz. Fancy that. I was helping my husband with the back end of our pickup, it has a canvas topping on the very back, and we opened it just a little bit on the front end, and it has snaps, and I had to hold it down, and those snaps are like majorly sturdy. There was a little bit of fuzz on the outside of the canvas, and he just kind of rolled his eyes at me. I don't know how that fuzz gets everywhere, but it does. And the white Angoras this last weekend rocked. I don't have the final numbers in front of me, and it was all such a whirlwind, but I know Rachel's winning French was white, and Andrea's that kept hitting the show tables was white. The colors, I mean, they held their own, right? But it was a white weekend. And even Renee's White Giant won one of the best of breeds. I think it was on Sunday. So yeah, they were rocking it. Oh, and the Wolfskin and Garment wins. I'm not going into a lot of detail, but I have to share. Oh my God. If you have any clue of what goes on with a national Angora show, you know any of the, yeah, it's just a whirlwind from the time you pull up on Friday afternoon and start unloading, because not only did the whole crew have to set up the booths, that's the Narvik booth and the Barg booth, but also have a specialty show. Barg's specialty show went on Friday night. And then this is my one Achilles heel I didn't have completely planned out. And I was a lot more than just a little nervous on how the Wolfskin and Garment contest was going to go. We had our judge, Michelle. She had other plans at the last minute. She was going to be our judge, so we got a new judge to step in. Thank you, Alicia. And Michelle, I love you. We all love you, and we missed you. And her thing, why she couldn't make it, she has a very good reason. She's a teacher, and her kids had some kind of special project. I'll have to do a whole write-up on it. She wrote a thing in the newsletter not too long ago, but it was a special project for NASA, and they won something, so they had to do a special thing. And you know, in this special project, there was even satin Angora wool in this experiment that they were doing. So she had a very good reason for not showing up this last weekend. And that gal, she did all the awards. She made them. She packed them. We met. I drove to her place several weeks ago, picked them up. They were all packaged. They were beautiful. That was one thing. Well, there's a lot of things that went extremely well without a hitch. And the awards was one. Chick, you're hired to do it for convention. I warned you already, but you did so well. You're going to do it again. I really appreciate that. And speaking of awards, this is one of them. I got Best of Priority, a nice little steel tumbler with this beautiful logo. And then for Best of Breed, my Jubilee, I got a black apron, and it's somewhere waiting to be washed. It hasn't been unpacked yet, but it's a really nice apron. But on the Wolfskin and Garment, here I tentatively scheduled to take all the entries no later than 6 p.m. Well, the specialty started at 5 p.m. People are still unloading. They're trying to get their rabbits poofed after traveling. That's a headache all by itself. And, oh, but I managed to get all the Wolfskin Garment entries. There was one young lady that was submitting her entries right at 6, and her satin Angoras were up on the table, and she goes, "Can I please watch?" I said, "Oh my God." Yeah, they were doing the final placing, so she ran over there and did it. I finished up the entries. I was able to find a secluded room. Thank you, Randy Shoemaker, for the evening where I could put the judge and her helpers. So I knew the showroom was going to be crazy, and it was. That way they could focus. And with any luck at all, they could get done with the wool skein garment placings that evening. That was my hope. We had a judge that she's just phenomenal. She heard that we needed somebody to step in, and she just didn't even ask any questions. She just said yes. And she is a whirlwind. This Alicia Andrus, if you see her on social media, give her hugs. Give her a huge shout out. She is fantastic. Not only with the wool skein garment, which is phenomenal. That contest went without a hitch. But throughout the entire weekend, she was a wealth of bubbly, cheerful energy, and she just kept us all moving. We were so tired, and it could have gone the other way so many times on the grumpy end of things. So many times. But with her positive influence and her energy, she just pulled us all together and kept us going all the way till the end, and then some. Yeah, I you just look at her texts and posts and stuff she does on social media, and it's hearts and loves, and so much positive energy comes from that chick. And the wealth of knowledge. I knew she knew a lot about the fiber industry, but it was an eye opener on how much she really does know. It's like, holy cannoli, chick. And then her husband, Chris, he rocked it. I was so impressed. He helped things keep moving. He was articulate. He actually helped Brooke table write the National Angora show the next morning. So after Friday night watching him in action with the wool skein garment, he was like awesome. And Annette Bourne. They're all three from Alaska. They're just, oh, these guys just rock. Annette was her first time table writing at all for wool skein garment. She had no clue. She didn't even read the rules before then, I don't think. Or she did, but it was very, very rushed on her. Just, yeah. She did an immaculate job. I gave her the guidelines. I gave them all. It wasn't an ultimatum, but I told them that I really wanted the judging to be done that evening. That way we can display it the next day and do our national show, and we wouldn't have time to judge the next day, and we wouldn't have that secluded room the next day. So there was a lot riding on Friday night. But they pulled it off. There was a little hiccup, and Jack Bailey, I'm going to blame this one on you. God, she started with the wool entries, right? And the wool samples. And there was a series of wool samples that were so spectacular. I think the judge had a hard time deciphering which one was the best. And I was wrapping up the specialty and kind of hopping around because I had rabbits to get groomed and on the show table too. And I was trying to be every place at once. But when the show was wrapping down, I sneaked right back off to the wool skein garment room, and she was still judging those wool samples. It reminded me of the scenario of a Jeep truck or somebody's four-wheeling in the back end, all these boulders and beautiful country. You're having a great time, and then all of a sudden you go over something and you get high-centered. She was high-centered, I think. She was stuck. So I pulled out the Granny Tammy thing, and I try not to get too grumpy on him, but I pushed her off that boulder gently with love. And she got started, and she went four-wheeling, and everybody kicked it in gear. The table writing, and Chris going from the table writer over to the awards, getting the ribbons attached that needed it, keeping everything straight. I was trying to take notes with the placings and put them in the tubs and get them ready to be displayed the next morning. And we had until 10 o'clock. I even ran out and talked to Randy real quick. Say, if we're late, is there any way we can stay? And there was arrangements that were going to be made. And the crew was dedicated enough. They were going to stay till it got done. They were in it. But 9:30 they wrapped it up. We weren't the last ones to leave the showroom. It's like, yay. And yeah, so Jack Bailey, your English sample, one of them anyway, got best of the wool. It was outstanding. I got to see it kind of over the shoulder, and they were just fantastic. And of course, Hope, she's one of our local. She made this felted hand, needle felted little bunny rabbit. It got Judge's Choice. It was just so cute. Alicia was just all Googles over that little thing. And then, of course, the roll, right? The best skein went to Angel Simmerling. This gal I met a few years ago, and I've been watching her from afar as she enters in wool Skein Garment. Her stuff is just phenomenal. Everything I have ever seen her put out is just immaculate, from the skeins to the finished garments. And she does a variety of things. And she does hard things with patterns, and it's immaculate. Hand spun yarn made into these gorgeous stuff. So she has a hand spun skein that had a touch of Angelina in it. It got best of skein. Listening to Alicia describe, I know she was right on, because if you add embellishments in your hand spun Angora yarn, it's a dangerous path, because it can take away from the lusciousness of the Angora. And Angelina isn't soft. It's plastic, but it's pretty. But it was done so immaculately, so perfectly. It was beautiful. So, Angel, congratulations on that skein. And again, on that blue shawl. More pictures will be coming up. So if you see us on social media, you have got to check out these things that these people made. And Angel, your blue shawl was just stunning. Great job on that. So she got best in show and got the best skein. Jack Bailey got the best wool sample, and Hope, bless your little heart, she just kicked butt with her little bunny. Her little bunny got best in show at an art contest at one of our rabbit shows recently. In Ridgefield, I believe it was. She won a big ass ribbon. It was pretty cool. So good job. Good job. Did you know there was 9,000 entries this last weekend? Yeah, there was, I don't know how many rabbits, but it was jam-packed. It was crazy. I'm going over my notes here so I don't miss any of the highlights. And if you haven't heard yet, I am trying to make an Angora deck of cards for convention, professionally printed. I have printed myself, kind of DIY, I'm pretty proud of them, a prototype of some deck of cards. They're pretty cool. They're a little smaller and it has a rough edge. They're laminated. The printing turned out beautiful. I mean, I have a really good printer at home. But I've been dreaming of this for a long time. A long, long time. Especially when I found out we were going to host our national and convention in Reno. I wanted to do a deck of cards. So I found Kickstarter, and it's a platform for entrepreneurs and people who are trying to earn money for a certain project or whatnot. And you can pledge. And the beauty of this is I came up with a number, $2,500. I calculated it all out. I did the research. If I was to print 100 decks of cards, the more you print, the more of a price break you get, but you can't just print 2 or 3 or 10. It's financially impossible. The lowest end I could find was 100, so that's what I went for. For $2,500, I can get them printed, shipped, I can pay my taxes, I can do all this stuff for $2,500. So that's my goal. And by the first week in July, it comes to an end. So if I don't meet my goal, all you pledgers that have pledged money for me, you won't get charged. Not a dime, not a lick. If I don't do it, no money goes anywhere. But if I do it, and as of this morning, I just checked, I'm a little over 70% there already. Holy smokes. I'm just like, this is so cool. I've got so much love over this. I'm excited. I think I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Because I have black sheep to do some more selling too. So if you go to my website, Sinfully Soft, right on the home page, there's a little banner. Click on that and that'll take you right to the Kickstarter. You can learn all about it. You can donate anything from $5 on up. Sky's the limit. And there's different levels. I was doing my research and gleaming on other successful Kickstarters, and especially deck of card formats, kind of what they did. So I kind of leveraged off of what some of the successful ones did. And so the more you go, like there's 2 for $35, then you can buy a whole suit for $100. You can buy your own card where you can get recognition for a certain card. You can buy 4 decks, 6 decks, 10. And the higher you go, I even throw in t-shirts. I've got stickers coming. I've got bookmarks. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. So if you pay me and we go with this, you're going to get stuff in return. It's not throwing your money away. And these, it's going to be collector's items. I have a guy that donated money because he's a deck collector, and he saw my fundraiser and he was really intrigued. He goes, that looks cool. I'm going to help you. So you guys, if you're Angora people, jump in there. Help me get there. And if I go more than $2,500, I'm just saying, $2,500 isn't the cap. If we do better than that, I can do more research and get us donors, my backers, better deals. I might be able to up some of the things on the deck of cards. Like right now, I calculated for me to do my own DIY box. Well, I could have a professionally printed box if I earned enough money. I could add more embellishments. I can make more decks of cards because the higher you go on the numbers, the cheaper it is to print. So there's so many options. So many, yeah. So my dream is going to come true. I'm excited. And of course, all of the funds, besides paying everybody their decks of cards and all kinds of goodies that's going to go out after this, the funds that are left will help feed my giant Angoras and help us move forward with our chocolate Agouti program. Which rolls me into, we are launching a village. You've heard me talk about the Color Giant Village. We're going to have 2 levels. The village is everybody. Nobody's left out. And you can get the word through my newsletter. You can watch my YouTube videos like you're doing right now. My blog, I'll have all kinds of information out on that. Yeah, so you're involved. And there'll be stuff on the Discord channel open to everybody. Now there's second level. We have just named ourselves the elders, the village elders. Somebody made that comment I'll give you credit on my YouTube video, and I talked to some of the other gals, and it stuck. The village elders. This doesn't mean that you're an experienced breeder. You can be brand new, you can be experienced for decades, or somewhere in between. It doesn't matter. What does matter is if you're willing to agree to our terms. This is the working group. And you guys are going to get down and dirty and work. You're going to work your butt off. Yeah, there'll be some sort of contract. But if you want to learn more of what this is all involving, to be part of, it's going to be a private Facebook group. Lauren, Cody, and some others have convinced me to have a Facebook group. You know how I feel about Facebook. But I love you guys and I want to make it easy. So we're going to do a private Facebook group for the village elders. So if you want, keep an eye out on my newsletter. There's going to be a form coming out soon where you can sign up and join our private Facebook group. And if you want to learn more about what it's going to take to be an elder, go to Sinfully Soft. That's where it's all at. And there's 4 tabs running across the top. The one on the far right is rabbits. Click on that. Go down to the very bottom. And that is the colored giant village. Click on that. That'll tell you everything you need to know. There's a button where you can click to fill out a form of interest. You'll get on our preliminary list. You'll get on a list to hopefully get in. And then there's also another button that will tell you all about, well, actually, it'll send you to my blog. And I go into a lot more detail on the different levels and what's going to be expected from these village elders. Yep. So join in, because I cannot be successful without a successful group. And the village elder group is going to make or break my COD. That's what it comes down to. I will not be able to do it by myself. And in one of my lives, 2 of them, number 13 and 14, I go into a lot more detail on the new ARBA rules. But the reason I stress that I cannot do it alone is one of the new rules is the show presentation string has to be from 5 different households. Yeah, 5. And that doesn't mean they have to be part of the COD team. They have to be present, in coat, ready to show at convention 2028 from 5 different households. So my husband and I are 2 of the 5 that are on the COD. That's 1 household. And just to give you an idea of what my expectations are, I'm dreaming big, you guys. Huge. Of course, I do giant Angoras, and we're doing this big. 2028, this is what I'm pushing for. I want 100 chocolate Agoutis in coat, ready to show their stuff in Kentucky. Yeah, at Kentucky's convention. If everything goes well, there's a lot of ifs. Holy cannoli. There's a lot of ifs. There's a lot of hurdles to go through yet. And if everything goes well, we're heading to Kentucky in 2028. I want 100. I'm going to commit to bringing 25, but I'm only 1 household. So I need 4 more households to bring it on. I need 75 more chocolate Agoutis. Okay, enough of that. You know where to go if you want to get on the list, right? Yeah, so I have a bunch of babies that are due in just a few days. I'm calling it Wave A. The girls that are getting sheared today, they're going to be Wave B. And just because I have a whole lot of babies, do not ask me if I have anything for sale, because chances are I don't. And if I do, this is my funnel, how I'm going to handle it from here on out, at least through this COD. I'm going to share within the village elders group first. That's my priority. I want to help me be successful, and I want to help them be successful as we can be. So that's our working group. And then I'm going to be posting anything that doesn't filter through that group will be posted on our Discord group. We have classified ads sections in there, so that's where they're going to be. And then third, if I still don't move some stock that I think are worthy to move to new homes, I will announce them on my newsletter. But that's the order that I'm going to be. Do not contact me directly if you want a giant Angora. I won't sell to you. Unless you're in the elders group and unless you're replying to a Discord classified ad. That's it. I just don't have it. And on my website, I have on the fourth tab over under rabbits, you can see my rabbits in Fuzzy Vaughn's rabbit tree. And underneath there, you can see more giant Angora breeders. Look there. Arba has a listing for giant Angoras. You can sort by breed. And Narvik also has a breeder listing. So look there too. So those three places, you can find some giant Angora breeders. But if you want in, you have to get in now for the village elders and join us on Discord. That's it. That's all my notes, you guys. Good golly, I talked for a half an hour. How can I do that? I do that. Oh, one last thing. I re-kicked off our weekly giveaway, speaking of Discord. And with the craziness of the Angora Nationals, I promised to do this, and I'm a slacker. I didn't. So I'm going to do it today. These will be posted under the giveaway. No, I'll do Zoom. I don't know. That's a good question. He's asking if I'll do Facebook, if I can go live on Zoom or Teams. I don't know. We will look into that. Good question. So anyway, I have 2 stickers, these knitting kitties, that I'm going to be giving away to some free lucky person. I'll post them on our Discord just for fun. Yep. And then next week, maybe next week if I get busy, they're in a baggie right now, but I have 2 sets of my prototype. So sometime in the future, I'll be giving away these 2 deck of cards. They're not perfect. They're 100% homemade, and they're 100% awesome. So I'm like, I don't need to hold on to them. Why don't I share them with somebody? So those will be coming up. Not this week, but coming up soon. I want to make a nice little box for them. But that's a new learning curve for me. I'm always learning something new. Oh, and Andrea Evans. If you guys see this lamp right behind me, it's a bunny lamp. It was in a basket of all kinds of goodies. Oh my gosh. We had so much fun at the banquet Saturday night. We ate, and Ariane was our auctioneer with the baskets, and she was a hoot. She did a fabulous job. Ariane, oh God, I gotta hug you. It was awesome. People were laughing, they were rolling, they were paying out the butt. They were having a great time. Yeah, so we earned a lot of money. And my husband bought this elaborate basket all because of the lamp. But the basket Once I got home, it is filled to the rim with awesome stuff. I don't want to take a whole bunch of time. Oh my God. It take me 20 minutes just to go through everything I got in that basket. So the money we paid not only goes to a good cause, but I think it was called like the Serenity Basket or something. Boy, howdy, did I need that after this weekend. And the chocolate, between the chocolate and that dang bunny lamp. You guys, where is it? Oh, it's on this side. Yeah, it's way over there. If I pull down on the lampshade, she's a stripper. Yeah, so the little lampshade barely holds up with her little bunny boobs. It was cute. It was just adorable. We laughed our butt off. Oh my God. Okay. Miss Chocolate Agouti. I'm going to move my phone first because this bunny is unknown. I don't know anything about her, but we're going to learn together. Is that all right? I'm going to put this up. I practiced with, I'm going to order something different off of Amazon for a stand, because this stand that I have, I love her, is just not gonna cut it. It does a fair job, but it's not bad. And I have to apologize to everybody. I don't have my microphone. Look at my floor. You guys are looking at my dirty floor. Hi, sweetheart. This is the first time I've ever had my hands on her more than just in passing. She's got beautiful rings. Now, I did find out she was born in September. Let's see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So she's 8 months. She is prime for breeding. She's ready. Hi, Bobby. And the dense wool, it's soft. Her guard hair isn't rough. I've had some rabbits that have guard hair that are like hair. They're so, what's the word I'm trying to look for? They're guard hair. They're stiff. They're thicker. This is still soft. Of course, she's still an intermediate. Well, she's a purebred French Angora, right? So she's a senior, as in French. I'm looking at her guard hair. Look at those rings, you guys. And I was talking to some of our new breeders. My chestnut that I showed, my senior doe, had like Jubilee, I'd say at least 6 or 7 inches or more of wool, and it was past its prime. It was a nightmare to keep groomed for the show, and I was pushing it. But look how short this wool is. This is a lesson to be learned. To be highly competitive, you do not have to have a majorly long coat. You have to have a couple of things. Well, the first is a beautiful body and a great rabbit. You need it, and she's got that. Whoever you are. I don't know what your name is yet, but I love you. Yeah, so it starts there. You got to have a great body. And the wool, that's number 2. Yeah, I don't know which is more important, and they're equally important. The density. And I have lacked, to be honest with you guys, the density in my rabbits. Over the years, I have focused so much on color. And I've done really well on the show tables, don't get me wrong, but as they mature, I just don't have the density that I used to. And I am just, would you look at that? I'm feeling this. You guys can't feel it, but I'm just like, over the flippin' moon with her. Rachel. Nice. And she's calm. She's not flighty. Now I'm getting her ready to pose. You cannot see her body, but I'm right from her neck. It starts to go up. And I'm running my hand. I can barely feel her body. She's well conditioned. She has traveled from the moon and back because they took a road trip. And she's bright-eyed. There is no giddy up. I'm not feeling any loss of condition. I didn't even weigh her today. I should have weighed her. But I can tell just by the size of her, being 7-8 months old, she's going to be just fine. Now it's kind of like puppies. You know, you see a young puppy and you look at their feet. And those puppies with the big feet, that puppy's got big boned, big Labradors or whatnot. She's got the bone. I'll quit yelling, sweetheart. I'll talk softly because I'm new. Who is this crazy gal? Yes. Her toenails look... Now, some French, not all, you guys, don't have very much density on their belly. I am not well versed on French. I've just dabbled a little bit over the years. But I can honestly tell you, I have never in my entire history seen this much density on the belly of a French Angora. Never. Never. And of course, other people's rabbits I'm not usually this intimate with. I'm only intimate with the ones that I get on my table. She's got nice clean feet. That's what a French should have. So as I hook her up with a giant Angora, I'm going to make sure the giant has nice woolly feet. And my chocolate agouti does. My chocolate agouti does. So they'll produce F1s. Oh, sweetheart. Shall we just... Now, normally I would take my time and sort as I go. But she's starting to breathe heavy already. And she is so precious. So bloody precious. I don't want to overstress her at all. So we're going to do this in stages. Then I'm going to start, like I always do, on the belly. And because I want to do this quickly and as painlessly as possible, it's going to take me hours later, probably. But I'm going to sort her wool later. I am just going to put everything in the tub. This is just, oh my God. Lori, or not Lori. Lori's the mom. Rachel Penterman. Rachel! Well, I knew I would never, ever, ever, ever buy a rabbit untouched. Not like I did this time. And I probably won't ever do it again. Unless it's somebody like Rachel, right? There are several things that came into play that day. Oh, and my scissors. Where did that? Oh, it's right over here. Woo-hoo. I am so scatterbrained today still. You would think I'd be doing better. But I'm not. I am doing better. Every day is getting better. We make these long trips, and it's hard on an old lady. Thank God my husband went and he was able to drive. I didn't sleep near as much as I wanted to. Hi, sweetheart. Can we trim your legs? I'm just going to put everything in the tub. I hardly ever do this, you guys. I do some level of sorting. And if it's a relaxed rabbit, I will take my time and sort as I go. But because she is so bloody perfect, I don't want to add any more stress to her whatsoever. She's got the queen cage, queen bee cage. I got several in my barn that are on top. They have a little extra room because I knew she's going to be breeding soon. So she won't have to move. She'll get acquainted in her little digs. The only time I'll move her is when I move her to Chaco. I think that's who's going to be the baby daddy. He's my chocolate Agouti I bought from Hope a while back. And he's just simply gorgeous. Yes, I know you're getting anxious, aren't you? But Rachel has trimmed her toenails, thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd be oh, look out. I'm going to move slow because I know you're not happy with this at all, and I don't blame you. She has been so inquisitive. She's come right up to the cage. She's not shy at all. I have some shy ones. After a show, they go to the back of the cage. Don't talk to me. They put their back to me. And they hope like heck that I can't reach them. Don't. I'm not up for you today, Mom. But not this little girl. She's just been in my face. And she's been pooping and eating really good. Gotta find her tail. Her tail is like, my God, one solid thing here. See, I need to do something different. This darn thing. It won't stay up. That's going on my list today too. So I'm going to post on Discord the sticker giveaway. I'm going to I'm going to splurge. Buy a new phone little stand that I can use for these sharings because this one is failing me miserably. It used to work for the first few weeks, but yeah, it's just not working anymore. Yeah. And then I might have to buy me a new microphone. I packed those in case we'd need it for the Angora Nationals. And I never did give it. It was so crazy. I was going to give it off to Alicia when she was taking some videos during her wool Skein Garment contest. That's another thing that we're doing too, is Alicia and her husband, as soon as they get settled, they're going to shipped me all of the videos and pictures from the wool skin and garment contest, and we're going to make a compilation of that video, a learning and sharing. It's one of those things that so many people, myself included, they want to sit and learn. And she did have quite the audience there Friday night. And I was being my strict Granny Tammy. You can come and watch, but you can't talk. She needs to focus. She needs to get done. So they did. They left her alone. We got one foot done. We're going to do a little bit here. Ooh, that tickles, don't it? Okay, sweetheart. It's all right. We'll just take our time. We're going to do this in shifts, I think. I'm going to see if I can do one more foot. Are you going to allow me, maybe? She is so bloody dense, you guys. I'm so excited. Have I said that already 10 times? My God. I was listening to some English Angora people. They were talking about judges doing the lobster claw. That's what. See, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. This darn thing is driving me crazy. And it's not going to work. Oops, come here. If I have it too close, then she's going to bump it. Yes. So most of this video is going to be, oh, I'm looking at my thing here. My God, is that horrible or what? It's a learning opportunity. It is. Well, you can see me a little bit now. She did not like to be on her back, so we're going to do a little bit back here. I wanted to do more on her belly, but that's okay. She is so... Have I said it too many times? She is so bloody dense. My God. I used to have bunnies like this. Boy, I remember way back when I couldn't find any giants, so I bought me some Germans. And if you German people, you know you got dense rabbits. If you haven't touched a German, they are dense. I'm getting all kinds of different lengths, but you know, I don't care. Today is all about this little chocolate beauty. Miss, I don't even know what her name is. I got second cuts galore. This has got to be the worst job sharing ever. And I don't care. What I'll do later after she's all shorn and happy and put away, I'll give her some treats. I want to keep her liking me. Because if she gets sheared and all these horrible things happen to her, she's not going to like me much. So I'll give her a little bit of treats. Like, see, that was okay. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Huh. And by the end of the day, you'll be naked. And if all goes well, you'll be bred. We're going to mark that on the calendar. That's my goal today. Yep. See, I'm not even getting to the skin. It's so dense. Oh my God. It's been a long time since I had rabbits like this. I hope you give me lots of babies, sweetheart. You know, and I have some queens in my barn, but you're the new queen. You're the new queen. You always have these favorites, right? For whatever reason. And that may have nothing to do with doing well on the show table. Could be their personality, their wool production, or both. Or how they do on the show table. Or all of the above. Hi, sweetheart. You're so pretty. You are. Can I do your other foot again? She's like, not only no, but hell no. Oh, God. Watch your mouth. Tammy, you're on live. I think they can stress when you're tense too, so I need to take a deep breath. Because we're not in a hurry here. I don't want to hurt her, but she is so bloody dense, I am having a hard time finding her leg. Her butt. Wherever I take the scissors or shears, it's not been easy. I'm going to put you under my arm. It's going to be okay, love. She's like, I don't like this. I'm going to try to keep my head out of strike zone of the feet because they have power. Oh, look at those beautiful toes. Because chocolate agoutis, they have that recessive. They're a chocolate. That's always something we need to look for is white toenails. She does not have any. They're all colored. They're all light, which is expected. And they all match, which is perfect. Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? That was weird for me too. She's like, I don't know. What's over there? What's over there? That's me. Nope. Come here. We're live. We can't. Don't embarrass me, okay, sweetheart? Yeah, so this is not the way you guys want to share. And if you ever get a sweet, beautiful thing like this and you're blessed with really good stock, and like me, you're anxious to make more out of them, because I'll tell you what, I've been doing this rabbit thing for a while, and there's one thing for certain. It will not go as planned. It will not go as planned. You make your plan A, B, and sometimes on down the alphabet, and you learn to roll with it. Say, things happen. They might get sick, they might break a leg, they might break their back. There's so many things that can interrupt your plans. And she is so bloody dense. I don't think I've shared a rabbit this dense for over a year. I've had some dense ones, you guys, but not for a long time. So I'm learning. So see all these second cuts? It's ridiculous. And if I wasn't in such a hurry with my COD, I might let her grow out another inch. But because I'm greedy, I'll see. I wouldn't even have to do that because her prime is 4 inches. Just a little over 4 inches. And her guard hair is like 5 or 6. So yeah, she's perfect shearing time. Yep. I just get so accustomed to show coats, which are way too long. But watching Rachel have such success with these average, I'm going to call this an average length coat. This is perfect. And that's all her rabbits. They were all looking identical. The same length. Hi, sweetheart. This is the way to do it. I'm going to do this from now on. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm just massacring that wool. My sweetheart. Her nose is going 100 miles an hour, but she's such a sweetheart. Oh, honey bunny. Have I told you how much I love you? So many rabbits will have matting behind the ears. She doesn't have anything. It's nice and clean. Rachel takes immaculate care of her rabbits. I have in my possession a really short video of just the last few minutes of the final judging for our national show, and where Randy was given his little comments. And I was just honored to have my rabbit up there as one of the 4. It was just, oh my gosh, those rabbits were beautiful. And for him to select, he said it was the closest call he's ever had in an Angora show, to have to pick best in show. They were so close. Sometimes it's an easy pick, but it wasn't. And it came down to grooming. They were all immaculately groomed, but there was just one that stood out. And guess whose it was? And that was Rachel's. So let that be, how'd that feed get in there? I think that might have been from one of your neighbors in your new digs, huh? We'll have to watch that. Well, it's getting to be an hour, you guys, so I'm thinking it's 11:02 already. Sorry, I am going to apologize for the little video. My holder is not up to par, but we are going to fix that before next week, because we're going to go live every Wednesday. We'll either be doing shearings or, oh my gosh, we're going to have a lot of babies coming up. So in the next few months, we'll be doing a lot of baby evals. And I'm going to try to do something more of a specific training or educational piece on Wednesdays. So if there's a certain topic you want to learn more about, let me know. We'll do some research together, and we'll share some stuff. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to put this down. Oh, no. There we go. That's the right way. Holy cow. See, I'm not doing very good today. Can you even see me? There's a little bit of delay, so hang with me. You guys get to see my whole messy she shed in the top of my head. Trying to get things. Such a sweet girl. Yes, you are. I don't even know what your name is, but it's going to have to be something sweet. She doesn't like that position at all, do you? Okay, come here. Come here, love. I won't make you do anything you don't want to do. I promise. Well, nearly anything. You're going to be sheared. We're going to make sure you're comfy. Oh, she's got such beautiful chocolate ears. Oh my God. So anyway, you guys, you have a most wonderful day. And I promise, to my best ability, we're going to fix this whole video thing. We're going to find my little microphone. So that'll be back on. And we're going to have more fun for sure, right? No matter what. I don't know what it is, but we're going to have fun. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you later.